Let's turn now to India because the International Monetary Fund chief, Christine Lagarde, is there in India on a two-day visit to the country. She's been meeting with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, senior officials and also bankers. In a recent interview, she said India has an opportunity to emerge as one of the world's most dynamic economies, but it needs to implement planned reforms. Well, let's speak to Shaily Mittal, who's an economist with M&I Indicators. She's there in Mumbai for us. Thank you so much for being with us here on Global. As well as that, in terms of the reforms, which I'll come to, she's also been warning emerging markets like India to be wary of upcoming rises in American interest rates. Is that a timely warning, after what we saw in 2013 with the taper tantrum? That's how it was described when the markets fluttered.
Yeah, I think India is more prepared right now than ever before, to say the least, summer of 2013, to take the impact of interest rates hike. The government and the Reserve Bank of India has taken adequate steps to control current account deficit and to bring down inflation, which are the key factors of impacting rupee strength. So I think a lot of this impact has already been factored into markets, and India is better prepared to withstand interest rate hikes by the US.
She was very optimistic about just India's growth rate and becoming the fastest economy on the planet. But in terms of economic reforms, she was talking about those being pursued at the utmost speed. What are the most urgent reforms do you think that need to be put into place?
The most urgent reforms, I think the first one would be GST, implementation of one uniform tax rate across India. Second would be creating more flexible labor laws, like it's still difficult to hire or fire workers within a lot of Indian manufacturing companies. And the third most important would be to invest more on infrastructure, which the government has already promised to, but we need to see more steps come forward.
And just briefly, she's also been talking about the amount of women in the workforce. Only 33% in India of women actually working, compared with something like 63% in East Asia. Is she right about that, do you think?
Yes, I mean, the India labor force for women is quite low, and it's skewed towards men. One thing is, it's so far been like that in the culture, but we see a lot of positions in the top managements and
So
other companies going to men.
A lot of work to do. Shaily Mittal, we've run out of time, but thanks for that input.